When was the last time you truly felt like a couple? I'm not talking about living under the same roof or sleeping in the same bed. I'm talking about looking at your partner and feeling that connection that once came so naturally. Because the truth is, most marriages don't fall apart because of one huge betrayal or one explosive argument. They slowly wear down in silence. The conversations get shorter, the hugs become less frequent, affection turns into routine. And before you even realize it, two people who still care deeply about each other start living like strangers. If that sounds like what's happening in your home, stay with me for the next few minutes, because maybe the problem isn't that the love is gone. My name is David Collins, and for over 5 years, I've been helping couples rebuild the emotional connection that seemed impossible to get back. During that time, I've heard stories from couples in every stage of life. Some had only been married a few years. Others had built an entire life together. But almost every one of them asked me the exact same question. What happened to us? At first, I thought the answer was simple. I believed they just needed to communicate more, talk openly about their feelings, work through every conflict. But the more couples I worked with, the more I realized that approach didn't always help. In fact, many times it made things worse. Maybe you've been there. You decide it's finally time to talk. You wait for the right moment. You start calmly. But just a few minutes later, the conversation turns into another argument. One person feels criticized, the other feels unheard, and somehow, you both end up feeling even farther apart than before. That's when I realized something that completely changed the way I look at relationships. The problem usually wasn't a lack of love. The problem was that the relationship had lost its sense of emotional safety. When conversations repeatedly end in conflict, your brain starts associating emotional closeness with emotional pain. Without even realizing it, you both begin avoiding the very thing that could bring you closer together. Not because you stopped loving each other, but because you've both learned to protect yourselves. And where there's constant self-protection, real connection struggles to exist. That realization became the foundation of Reapproach 21, a relationship program built to do the exact opposite of what most couples instinctively try to do. Instead of starting with long conversations, emotional pressure, or promises that everything is going to change overnight, Reapproach 21 starts by rebuilding what has to come first: emotional safety. Because when someone feels emotionally safe with their partner again, connection stops feeling forced. It begins to happen naturally. Over the next 21 days, you'll follow a simple, structured plan that's easy to fit into your everyday life. Each step is designed to help lower emotional tension, create positive moments together, and gradually rebuild closeness without forcing uncomfortable conversations. No long lectures, no unnecessary confrontations, just small, intentional actions that naturally fit into your daily routine and help create new experiences between you. You'll also receive conversation guides for the right moments, carefully crafted questions that make communication feel lighter, and practical exercises designed to strengthen your emotional bond again. Everything is laid out step by step, so you never have to wonder what to do next. Over the past few years, we've seen many couples share meaningful changes after putting this process into practice. Some told us they were finally able to have conversations without everything turning into an argument. Others said they started seeing small gestures of affection return, things they thought had disappeared for good. And many simply described how good it felt to genuinely enjoy being around each other again. Now, it's important to understand that every relationship is different. No method can honestly promise the exact same outcome for every couple. But when you change the way emotional reconnection happens, you create a real opportunity for your relationship to move in a healthier direction. When you join Reapproach 21 today, you'll get immediate access to the complete 21-day program. In addition to the core program, you'll also receive the bonus resources created to make the process even easier to apply in real life. You'll have a clear roadmap, practical exercises, conversation guides, and proven tools designed to help you rebuild your connection one step at a time, without having to figure everything out on your own. Now let me ask you something. How much does it really cost to stay exactly where you are? Another month of silence. Another conversation that ends in frustration. Another weekend spent together while feeling emotionally miles apart. That's a much higher price than most people realize. That's why I wanted Reapproach 21 to be something any couple could try without worrying about the cost getting in the way. Today, you won't pay hundreds of dollars. You won't even pay $50. You can get full access to Reapproach 21 for just $9.90, less than what many people spend on coffee and a quick bite, less than the price of a movie night. Yet it could become the first step toward rebuilding the relationship that's been slowly slipping away. And to make this an easy decision, your purchase is protected by a 7-day satisfaction guarantee. Go through the material, take the first steps, see whether the method feels right for your relationship. And if, within those 7 days, you decide it's not the right fit for you, you can request a refund according to the purchase terms. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. You can close this page and hope that somehow things eventually get better on their own. Or you can make one small decision today and discover what it feels like to build a relationship where conversations don't feel like battles, where affection starts showing up naturally again, and where the two of you feel like partners instead of roommates. Maybe rebuilding a relationship doesn't begin with one life-changing conversation. Maybe it begins with one simple decision, refusing to let silence keep writing the story of your marriage. If you believe there's still something worth fighting for, this is your moment. Click the button below. Get instant access to Reapproach 21 and start your first 21 days of rebuilding your connection today. A few weeks from now, you may look back on this very moment and realize everything changed because you decided to try a different approach.